And we're made it to the end of the week, day 3 of Omni Contraction training, which means we're a concentric focused day of a new training phase, all about rest pause protocol or rest pause method with our major lifts. Kicking things off with some sand dune mobility. If you don't have a sand dune, it's amazing for that foot, ankle, calf, Achilles. Great for any type of warm-ups. Got to get you a sand dune. Let's talk activation specifically for the deadlift. Want to kick things off with some banded tib raises. These are going to prime my tibialis, which is going to be huge for ankle stability. And you got to think on the deadlift, since we're starting from that ground up, a lot of that force production starts in the ankle. Stability is huge. Secondly, it's going to kind of counterbalance my calves so that I don't round forward on that start position. It's going to be great and set for my shin angle. Make sure I have good bar path. Tib raises, love them. Then I'm on to some banded hip thrusts. These are going to be huge because I want to finish the deadlift movement with my glutes. This movement, this primer, is going to ensure that I use my glutes and I'm driving that hip thrust, activating my glutes so that when I get to the deadlift, those glutes are turned on, but then I know how to finish with that lockout. I'm not letting my low back finish that movement. I'm finishing that drive with the glutes. Love this movement for any type of deadlift. Lastly, we gotta set the shoulders right, just like we did with our tibs, and that's gonna be great for shin angle and bar path. Same with the shoulders. A lot of people forget, shoulders are huge in the deadlift. I don't wanna be finishing that deadlift with rounded upper back. These are gonna be great. These Cuban raises, external rotation, upper back fired, set in good posture. This is gonna prime my upper back, but also ensure I have a good bar path as I finish proud. Then we're on to our explosive movement. Keeping in mind concentric focused day, here I have a dead stop sprinter power clean. Sprinter just means that I'm finishing in that split stance. I'm pairing this with seated one-legged broad jump. Why seated? Because this is going to be concentric focused. There's no eccentric loading here. Same with these sprinter cleans. Coming from that dead stop. Man, you talk about great for a first step. If you're a receiver or getting off any type of line of scrimmage, that's great. See here with these broad jumps, single leg concentric action. Bam, pushing into the ground. Hinge pattern, getting out, being athletic, being explosive. Great concentric focused explosive movements. The main lift, elevated deadlift, rest pause protocol. First set, I'm hitting what I think I can do for 6, resting for 15 to 20 seconds, and I'm gonna squeeze out my remaining 2 lifts. Not worried about the eccentric load here. I'm kind of just guiding that bar down to that those elevated blocks. Elevating the bar is just going to be a little bit better on my low back. Again, joint friendly exercises, training hard here in H Street Gym, but also training smart. On my next set, I'm hitting a weight that I think I can do for 4, which right here, this is 415. This was a spot on number for me. I really couldn't have done more than 4 in one unbroken set. After my 4th rep, I'm resting. I took every bit of 20 seconds here, man. This was tough. Okay, I get my mind right. I'm getting ready to go again. I got to get 2 more reps. Let's go. Come on. Drive. Finish with those glutes. You see that? You see that sharp, forceful glute contraction at that top? Bam. Shoulders proud. Man, that warm up really helped with that finish. And then I'm on to my supplemental lifts. I got concentric focused pull-ups. You see here, I'm not worried about the lowering down. Love this. This is a back extension with a row combo. Great for the posterior chain. We're just kind of torching the posterior chain today. I love it. I'm not worried about the eccentric. And then again here, I'm doing a concentric focused single leg step up with knee drive. These are also called Russian step ups. Love these. This is great. Again, all of these are concentric focused. Dropping at the bottom. Pull. Man, this is great. Worried about the pull, not the lowering. The back extension with the row combo. Everything from that, from the back of the head to the back of the calves are lit up. And these Russian step ups with knee drive, I'm picking that foot up and I'm driving it down, making it concentric focused. Woo, what a day. What a way to finish the week, man. Great week. Let's go.